Good evening, Miss Weeks and Nico.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for having Evanston Live TV here at Family Focus for your NAACP Youth Group meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am just excited about what you all are putting together in terms of a new generation of civil rights leaders, new freedom fighters. Absolutely love it. Like what's going on in District 65. We've been having great conversation tonight. So tell the people what's your mission? What's the vision for this program?
Our vision is the same fight that the adults are fighting. Our young people have to fight that fight too. They are experiencing things in their lives that when we were their age, we didn't have things like that happening. And so we want to be able to help them understand who they are as people of color, and how they fit into the world. We want them to know that they are black and brilliant, that they are light-skinned and brilliant. We want them to know that they are just brilliant and that there is a whole world out there waiting for them and their gifts. And so we want to take them and to help mold them into social justice issues and civil rights issues, and just show them how beautiful they are. It's almost like a diamond in the rough. And that's kind of how we want to do with them, just unearth that diamond.
And Nico, you've been, I know you can't share too much about, what's going on in the school system, District 65. But your idea, I love it. You explain it. I'm excited about it. I almost wish I was a kid again so I can go through the program.
Well, what I ultimately want to do, I want to start an African American initiative in District 65, teaching true history, cultural greatness, just being proud of who you are and being proud of the skin that you're in. And I know with that is going to take a lot of work, a lot of support, but we can get it done.
So District 65 doesn't have anything for African American studies for kids to
No.
tap into and feel really proud and build that foundation of pride.
No.
No.
What I will say, that I've graduated from District 65 schools. It was a great school district. I learned a lot of things, but the miseducation of who I was as a black man was very huge. I didn't know of the leaders that I know of now. That I wish I learned in school. So that's very important to me.
And when did you start to learn it?
I started learning it post elementary school into middle school a little. And really after high school is where I started reading, I started studying the greats, I started being that leader and just being who I was.
Now you're saying you want to teach kids about Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. What are some other things that you want them to tap into in District 65?
The Haitian Revolution, the Nat Turner Rebellion, the list can go on and on and on. But I know with that is going to take a lot of support, a lot of overseeing. So I'm just saying, as we as a community, we be forthcoming, we be brilliant and stinking, and we can get it done.
Now, Miss Weeks, he keeps mentioning support. So clearly, is there an issue with getting that support? What's going on with that?
Sometimes I have to be in agreement with him that it is difficult to get people to come alongside to help you when you have different initiatives. And that's because, for one thing, everybody is so busy and people already have so much on their plate that is often hard. But because children are so precious and because they are the generation that's going to have to bear some of the things that we did not take care of as adults, we need to raise them up. We need to strengthen them and empower them and teach them so that they are able, to live, not just live, but also to thrive and to become the leaders that they should be. And so the NAACP he's a part of what we're doing, and these will be our children. And so the executive board has stepped up to lend support. We're asking different community leaders to step up and to support the young people, especially when we start the work for the AXO program with the teens. We will need mentors for those young people, those high school students, so that they might be able to go on and compete, not just for scholarships, but also compete in the world, because competition for everything is very strong, and we want our young people to know that they can do it, they can make it. They already are equipped with everything that they need. They just need help. So we'll be reaching out for some community partners as we move forward with our initiative. And I'm very excited about Nico, and I'm excited about his vision, and I'm excited for this freshness that's going to come to our branch, our young people. And so we are all looking forward to that.
Okay, so anyone that wants to be a mentor, be a part of the program, what are the qualifications? Who do they need to contact? Because I'm sure there's plenty of people. We have a lot of great leadership in Evanston.
Yes,
some
we
of them
do.
are really looking to apply, their vision, their concepts, things that could really help. Who do they contact? What do they need to do? What are the qualifications?
Well, we don't have any qualifications, just that you have a love for young people, a love for children, and just bring your gifts, your expertise. You might not do anything but read to them or with them. Whatever it is you bring to the table, we are welcoming that. And they would contact me, Sharon Weeks, and they could call right here at Family Focus, call our NAACP phone number, and leave me a message, and I will return that call. And so I would be the contact person. I am the advisor for the youth chapter and the youth council of the NAACP.
Well, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see, what you all do with this, because, I didn't take African American Studies until I was mid-high school time, and then when I went off to college. So it would have been great to have started those studies younger. It would have. I think so. And my personal belief is I think a lot of kids are missing that sense of value of who they really are, especially children of color, who they really are and where they come from. And if they really had that sense of value, there's no way they would ever hurt one another, put one another down, ever.
That's exactly right, and that's what we are looking to address. And we also want to teach them about advocacy, so they would learn how to stand up for themselves. You don't have to fight every battle with your fists, but learn how to use your mind in order to deal with some things. Teach them how to think, and to teach them cultural awareness, around them, because there's a diversity of people in Evanston and other places. And as they grow up, they're not going to always remain in Evanston. They need to know who else is out there, and that they're sharing space with that person. And so there's a lot that we want to teach them: how to be community leaders, how to stand before superintendents and presidents and speak with authority.
And city council.
Absolutely. And be able to talk about an issue that concerns them, and have full knowledge of what they're talking about. We want them to be aware of what's happening in the newspapers and know what's fake news and what's real. We want them to understand when somebody is calling you out of your name, what that really means. So we want them to really understand the world around them. And we have to teach them early, because everything is happening to them at such an early age. And we refuse to give up on our children. We refuse to give them over to violence or to drugs or to gangs. We refuse. And so our way is to empower them. And that's what we plan on doing.
Now, some of those mentors, can they be high school students? Because we have a lot of teenagers who, they are just powerful in their own right.
Absolutely.
And they can share their
Yes.
concepts, their visions, their talents with other kids who may not feel as confident or have been fed their soul hasn't been fed yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be kids too. That can
Absolutely.
be mentors. Okay, fabulous.
We've got room for everybody. We have a junior youth council. We have a youth council. We would have a high school chapter, and we also have a place for young adults. And so we're looking for all of those age categories because there is much work to do in the kingdom. And so we'd like to have them to come along because there are different levels of teaching for each one of those groups. And so not only could they assist with the younger kids, but they would also have their own time, their own space. They'd get to travel to some of the different conferences and trainings to learn on a deeper and a different level about advocacy. And so, yes, we welcome all age categories. And we also have a place for adults. So if there are adults who want to volunteer, want to come on board, we've got room for you as well. So we're not turning anyone away. We want everybody because we are a village. This is a community. And so we have to work together to empower who God has given us, who He's entrusted to us. And that's our children. That's our greatest resource.
Yes, they are. I was going to say, well, does the NAACP have programs like this for adults who may not, who have, didn't receive all that as grade school children, high school children, or even in college if they didn't, it's never too late to build that foundation.
It's not at all. It's not. They have a different level of teaching for adults. They have the conferences, the regional conference, the national conference, and so all of those conferences have courses just for adults, and they also have a portion for children too. So that's the other piece.
All right. Well, I am looking forward to hearing more, seeing more. Evanston Live TV will definitely be there to, follow what's happening because I'm really excited.
Wonderful.
I can't wait to see students learning about Malcolm X. I mean, because if they felt lost, they won't be lost anymore. So I am excited about that. In District 65, I mean, my goodness, I have people calling me wanting to talk about District 65. So I'm like, what is really going on over there at District 65? So I'm happy that you all are taking matters in your own hands and not waiting for District 65 to nurture our children. You all are taking it in your own hands like, we're going to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And tell them one more time where they can contact you to be a part or to get their children involved.
Our base is here at Family Focus. The NAACP has an office here on the 3rd floor, and you can call Family Focus and leave us a message. And I'm Sharon Weeks, and I would be the youth advisor, so you can contact me, and we'll set up a time to meet, and we'll just get you going.
All right, fabulous. Thank you so much, Ms. Weeks.
Thank you.
And Nico.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure talking to both of you.
You too.
And I'm
Thank
excited.
you. Thank you. We are too.